So this video is going over dividing fractions. Now, to do this, you need to be able to multiply fractions. It's using that method, but doing something a bit different beforehand. And this is one of my favorite things. This is KFC. Keep the first fraction the same, flip the second fraction, change the sign to multiply. KFC. Hopefully that's easy to remember. Once you've done that, you then continue with a multiplication question. So if I do this first one here, this example, I'm going to keep the first fraction the same. I'm going to flip the second fraction, so it becomes 9 over 7 instead of 7 over 9. Change the sign from divide to multiply, and then literally you take it as a multiplication question. So 1 times 9, 9, 2 times 7, 14. And that is the answer there. So if we have a look at this second example here, I've got 2/3 divided by 1 over 8. Sorry, divided by 8. What you need to remember, that 8 just means 8 over 1. So we're now doing our KFC. So keep the first fraction, 2 over 3. Flip the second one, 1 over 8. Change the sign to multiply. And then here, we can actually do a bit of cross-cancelling first. So if you see the 2 and 8 both divided by 2 becomes 1 and 4. We then have 1 times 1, which is 1 on top. And then 3 times 4, which is 12 as our denominator. Okay, and a third example here. We've got 2 over 7 divided by 2 and 2/5. So this one, keep that first fraction. Well, let's just rewrite the question first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that, we've got to turn that into a improper fraction. So 5 times 2 is 10, add 2 is 12 over 5. Now we're going to do our question. So we've got 2 over 7, keep that first fraction the same. Flip the second fraction, so it becomes 5 over 12, and then change that sign to times. And if you have a look there, we can cancel the 2 and the 12, becomes 1, 6. The 7 and 5 can't cancel, so there we got 1 times 5, which is 5, and 7 times 6, which is 42. And that doesn't cancel down from there. So that is division. I've got 3 for you to have a go. Pause it, and then I'll go over the answer in a moment. All right, first one here. So, like I said, KFC, first fraction, the same, second fraction's flipped, change the sign, I cancel this down, so that becomes 1, 2, and that becomes 1, 1. The answer is just a half. Second one here, you need to realise that this 2 is just 2 over 1. So we've got 2 over 1. And then the second fraction is 9 over 2. Change the sign to times. So for this one, we cancel the 2's. They become both 1. And that gives us an answer of 9, because 1 times 9. 1 times 1 is 1. 9 over 1, or just 9. And then final one here, rewrite the question, but with that second fraction. So instead of a mixed number, turn it into an improper fraction. So 5 times 1, add 4 is 9 over 5. And then from here, you can go with the KFC. So you've got 2 over 3. Second fraction becomes 5 over 9. Change that sign to multiply. Now there's no cancelling diagonally on this one. So 2 times 5 is 10. And then 3 times 9 is 27. There you go. And that is dividing fractions.